There's the water mains. Let's do that. And we'll get this cartridge done. Ooh. Wait, what? Why is that spraying out there? Right off. Good morning, everybody. Today we got 4 different jobs. Now they're all kind of emergency. No, not really. First one is a bit of an emergency leak under a bath. Third one is also a leak under a shower tray. Then we got just an outside tap to repair, nice and easy. And we've also got a bidet tap leaking. Bidet tap. Oh, fancy. I mean, if it was in the 80s, it'd be fancy, I suppose. But yes. Anyway, let's go over and do the first job. Okay, so first job. Now this is the bath panel. See all the water damage up it. If we flip it over, see you got a little black mold growing up it. Lovely jubbly. Well, what could be the problem here? Let's go into the bathroom. So, number 1, showers continuously running, and that was just obviously laid in the bath. Now, as soon as I've took this off and put the light on to have a look, I can see light through there. So if we go underneath, completely disconnected. You can see there's a lot of water, a lot of water. Now you're having a shower, and if it's not coming through, and that's not a pool, is it running through these? Well, they're all hollow sounding now. The damp gets it behind as well, ruins the adhesive. So, yeah, not great. But anyway, there we go. Right, we're just going to briefly stop there. I've messaged the landlord because this is a tenanted property. It's a landlord. I'm not going to go any further unless we agree a price. I made that mistake before with landlords, because she's gone, what's your hourly rate for the first hour? And I'm like, oh, £65. Now if I go off and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll get you a new bar mixer shower, I'll get you a new waste and everything else, and she just goes, oh no, you agreed £65. So I'm gonna speak to her first. Now she's not picking up the phone. I've sent her a video, like showing her everything. Sent her some photos, so hopefully she gets back in touch shortly so I can proceed. But yeah, anyway, I'm right next to the lovely little cafe where they do the best coffee, so I said, let me go outside, I'll speak to her quick. So I'm waiting for her to call me, and I'm going to go grab myself a latte. Still not heard back from her, but I've only literally just come back with the coffee. But oh, it's so good. You know, I've figured out their secret, right? And I asked him, I said, is this your secret? And he said, it is. That proper, like, glass bottles of milk from a local dairy farm. And he said, it is. It's the milk. It's creamier. It's creamier. It's better. Anyway, we're working outside of where I used to live in these flats. I lived on the top floor. We had a big flat when I was about 24, 25, I think I was. And all we did was used to get pissed. And we used to sit on that little wall just there, wait for taxis to turn up to go into town off our tits. So, good memories around it. Anyway, that was before kids. That was before I got old and fat and in my 30s. Depressing, actually. Can't get hold of her. But I'm not going to leave someone without washing facilities in their house. So what I will do, as much as you can have a sponge bath, I suppose, I am going to just go off and get a cheapy bath waste kit. Put that on. Just reconnect up the old trap. Hopefully that's all right. At least then he can have a shower. But it's not going to resolve the shower constantly running, or the bath panel, or any other remedial works that need doing, I suppose. But yeah, I ain't going to leave someone without a shower. I'm a tenant at the end of the day. I have a landlord. Luckily, mine is amazing. And I'm a tradesman, so he just lets me get on with it, to be fair. But yeah. Right, got it. And I spoke to the landlord. So, the landlord, she said, can we wait till next month? And I was like, yeah, sure, with the other bits, you know, not a problem. But she was like, can you fix the waste now? I was like, yeah, not a problem. So this is why you always check when you're working in a landlord's house. The tenant's no good, you can't speak to them about nothing, they just want everything fixed. But just double check with everything, because you don't want to end up getting stung and not getting paid. Now, she's agreed she's going to pay the 100 quid to get this fit, get it back up and running, and then the shower, the bar mixer shower, I did get a price for her. I was on the phone to her in the merchants for a bar mixer shower. Now the only one that they got in there is a Bristol Frenzy, about 120 quid. Now I know you can get them a hell of a lot cheaper. You can get them like what they call Diva ones from B&Q or whatever. You can get really cheap ones, but I'm not in that game really of running up to B&Q every time someone wants something cheap. And with stuff like that, I always go, nah, you supply it and I'm happy to fit it, but if I'm supplying it, it's got to be from my local merchants, so that if they go, oh, it's broke and it's under warranty, I can just go into my merchants, I've got all my receipts filed, and I can get things fixed under warranty or whatever for free. Fair enough. So yeah, we're just going to do this. Now this is the only waste kit they've got. I think this is going to be a pop-up one. So it's only about 22 quid. So a little bit more expensive than the old cheap and nasty ones, but that's all they've got in there today. So let's go get that fit. Love a pop-up waste. Don't. Okay. This one. Let's get that out. It's going to be one of the longest screws in history, I should think. And obviously that one there, you can see it's snapped. And I bet that's glued in. Lots of silicone around it. Yeah, look, there we go, got it. Alright. Says the offended article. See, it's all rather pitted and corroded. Right, Karen, get this out. Come on. There we go. That's that one off. There we go. Okay, disconnect that one. And there we go, that's that one out. Okay, let's get set up. So first off, we'll dismantle it. Take that off. Right. And this one, spin that out. Like that. All the way. And then this whole thing comes off. So yeah, that's that bit. At the bottom here, much like a basket trailer, you need a big flat head or chisel. Take that one out. Let's get that one out. Then we want two rubbers, one on the top, one on the bottom. So we're just going to dry this up, clean it off. Got wipes for silicone, and we've got dry cloth just to make sure everything's dry. Go all up here as well. There we go. buy some silicone. Oh, that's already gone. We need the rubber. This is why we need it all dry. So always put silicone on it when fiberglass, because it's a rough surface, so it helps it seal up massively on fiberglass. There we go. Right, put that underneath and put this one on. There's this one down in it. And we'll get the hand tight and make sure it's centralised as well. And make sure that's all centralised, and then we can go ahead and get this tightened up. Come on. There we go. Again, a little bit of silicone on there. So that's the texture on the other side. So when your rubber sits flat, the silicone just gets in all the little gaps and helps fill it out. Just get this up behind here. And centralised. This one over, this one in. And we get that one tightened on there. Oh. Yeah, there we go. So you can see where the screw is there. And you can see on this, you've got one flat face on just one side, so obviously the screw goes onto the flat bit. Okay, so I'm going to wind this out a bit. And we're going to do that. That should be up, there, down, up, down, up, down. I think I'm happy with that. So all we do is lock that nut in there. And that will stop that screw from moving up and down. There we go. There we go. So lastly, let's get this trap on. So make sure we've got no silicone falling into it. And then that is just going to go in there. Come on, go in. There we go. And we'll tighten that up there. Make sure everything's tight. Okay, so we got that filled up. And what we'll do is we'll open this up now. Just test it quick, see if it leaks. And then we'll fill the bath up and let it go. Right, that's that one done. I've got an outside tap, but it's a lever, and surprisingly, a lot of people don't like these because when you open it, just want it open just slightly, it sprays out the side. Because when you got that bit off, because it's a ball inside of it, obviously. So rather than opening up, you're opening sideways, and that ball makes the water flick out the side. So I'm gonna go pick up another one anyway, just so I've got some is van stock. So I'm gonna go pick up some regular bog standard outside taps. Now, I know exactly what's caused the problem with this one. He says it's blocked. It ain't blocked, it's froze. And then he's finally come to use it when the weather's a bit nicer, and it don't run. Now, well, it ain't still froze, it ain't still got... Don't listen to me, because I'm waffling a load of shite. I don't know why I'm talking like a cockney, but I am. Okay, just don't listen to me, I'm talking a load of shit, so it's not that. A block of ice in it, but it will be a double check valve or single check valve inside of it. And they're made of plastic. When they freeze, they blow up inside, and then all that plastic rams through with the pressure of the water, and it blocks itself up, and then just you might get a little trickle come through. But but you'll see in the back, when I take it off, the rubber will have popped out. So I can almost guarantee that. Right, let me go grab this tap, and then we'll get to that job. It could be that this valve is actually busted. Oh, that's not actually engaging there. Right, okay. Let me take that off. It's just the screw, the head of this I think's loose. Right, because there's the original one, and it ain't a check valve. And it's too new, and that feels fine, the spline. So, turned it off in the winter. Same day, went to turn it back on, nothing. So, take that off. Now let's see whether or not that can turn. Now that valve looks a bit damaged. Yeah, that is running, look. Okay. Let's just go outside and have a look. Yep, there we go. Turn that off. Right. That tab might have sheared off, but yeah, it has. We'll get a new one of them. You can see how that black one's split. I'm hoping that one goes on. We'll have a look. That's working now. Right, so there we go. Jobbed. Turns out it's my son's friend's dad. So when he said, oh, my 5-year-old was messing about with the hose, so I turned it off. And then I got chatting. Turns out my little one's going around for a play date this week. So there we go. Yeah. Anyway, they obviously got mates rates, which is obviously a discount of 0.001%. I was on live the other day talking about mates rates, and I was like, do mates rates exist? I don't think they do. If someone's genuinely your mate, then you do it for free. So the idea of mates rates, someone's still paying you to do work, well, it can't be that close to you if you're charging them at all. Unless you're just doing it for just, oh mate, you know, you're going to have to pay for the materials. Fair enough. But other than that, mates rates don't exist. Right, not in my world. I don't know, let me know, do you do mates rates? Or do they even exist? Right, I can't get into the next job until 2 o'clock, so I am going to go stop and have some lunch. I've got some editing and stuff that I can get on with. I've got some other bits and bobs. But yeah, next one's at 2, then the one after that is at 3 o'clock, so can't really do anything in between. Unless someone calls up, I might go through my messages. There's probably someone out there that wants me to do some work for them. But I'd rather book it in for next week, to be honest with you. Right, we're over at the bidet. Now it is leaking out the tap, and I've been up there and I've had a look, and it's not what I thought. I thought it was going to be club mixers. Now this is more like a lever basin tap, but obviously the end moves, so you can direct it, obviously, for arse blasting, all that stuff. You turn the cold off, no leaks. So we're going to turn the cold back on to see what the hell's going on. Right, here we go, the bidet. Look how clean it is. When he said that was 20 years old, I was gobsmacked, because that looks so clean. Obviously looks after it. Right, so we're going to get this finally turned on. Now he said, he keeps like a little sponge. Well, the sponge is usually bone dry. Well, when he gets up, he goes to touch it, it's soaking wet, so it's coming out of the cold. He's turned the cold off, not had the problem since. So we need to see, where is that water coming from? Well, he said he reckons it's out the bottom here, but I can't see why it would be coming out of there. And I don't think if it was dripping, it'd just drip off of here. It wouldn't run down. But yeah, if I see anything, I'll get the camera back out. This might take a minute. Okay, I've took the head off because you see that like little line there? It looks like a water stain, doesn't it? Now I don't know whether it's been leaking out of here. Now at the minute it's all nice and dry. You know, I can't see nothing. So, I want to give that a tighten up. I want to see if I can tighten it up. It will make the tap a bit stiffer though, that's the only problem. If you tighten them up, the tap is going to be a little bit stiffer. Because at the minute it's lovely and loose. So let's, yeah. Okay, that's very loose. So we're just going to tighten it just that little bit. And I'm going to see how it feels. Just see how it feels. Haven't turned nothing off, it's all on at the moment. So it's a bit stiffer, don't get me wrong, but it's still working. I think we're going to just try that. Leave it as it is now and see how the customer gets on, because I think it was leaking out of there. Right, basically that's a big cartridge inside of there. We know we can't get hold of them from the previous video that I did. Was it last week? I think it was last week, where we took one apart, got it all apart, went to the merchants, they said, oh no, we don't stock them, which is great. But yeah, that's how we put these back together. So that's shroud off. This is a screw in here, we'll just tighten that back up. There we go, then pop that cap back in there. He is such a lovely customer. I mean, lovely, lovely, lovely customer. I come out to here, I won't say where it is or anything, but I come out here once last year, it was last year, and I was booked in to do a job. I can't even remember what it was, replace a kitchen tap I think, and I went to pull in, and the gate, he usually always leaves the gate open for me, like when he knows that I'm coming, like he has today, and the gate was shut. So I stopped at the gate and I got on the gate, I looked over, I was like, you alright, can you open the gate? And it weren't him, it was his son, and his son's probably a little bit older than me. He probably is a bit older than me. And he was like, whoa, who are you? I was like, oh, I'm the plumber, you booked in. Oh, okay, no worries. He's not feeling up to it today. I said, what's the matter? I really like this customer, I've been here to him loads of times, is he all right? You know, I thought, is he ill? Is he had a fall or whatever? Because he's elderly. And he said, oh, no. He'll let you know next time. He needs a break. Anyway, I come literally, a few days later, I spoke to him, and basically some horrible bastards had, gone round backfields and stuff, because his house is in the middle of nowhere, basically. So he's all on his own, vulnerable, old elderly pensioner, and they were breaking in. And he just heard a noise, and he opened his kitchen door and looked through the passageway, and someone's drilling out the back door, trying to get him. Obviously didn't think he was in, and he made the right decision by just making a bit of noise. And they went, oh shit, someone's in, and run off, because they don't know who's in, these burglars. Now, he was very shaken up. Obviously he had to have his back door replaced, and he's had security cameras put up, and I just think, there's just some awful people out there. I just spoke to him now about it. I was like, how are you feeling after all that? Are you okay? Because at the end of the day, I know what it's like when I had the van broken into and all my tools stolen. If I hear a bump in the night, I'm up. I'm looking at the van, Right, let's get on to the next job. Yeah.
Stupid place full of lights straight into the shower.
There's definitely a water leak, and there's quite a faint one there as well, isn't there? Okay, alright, I'll have a look. So we can't really have a look underneath. That's all alright, isn't it? Just thinking when you would step out wet feet, not that would cause that. Let's see if we can get a turn on there.
That one comes out, yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't feel loose to me.
No.
And we'll test that. We'll see if it's the waste. Hopefully that's all right now, because we did manage to get half a turn. Well, about nearly a full turn there, didn't we?
Well, enough, put it that way, yeah.
Okay, so it is coming out of there.
You can see where it's coming
Yeah,
out of.
yeah.
So where is it coming out of?
Can you see on my phone, look?
Oh, look at that.
You can see that,
Yes, it's dripping.
yeah.
So it's a loose joint.
Yeah, that's so we're only running the water in the tray. We're not running it up the sides of the walls.
Yeah.
So we know that it's that that trap. So we can hopefully, because there's pipes underneath it, it should stop it from falling.
Yeah.
So what I can do is I can take it out, re-silicone it, and then put it back together.
Oh wow. Well found. Well
There we go. Okay. So even though we've tightened that up, it's still leaking. So let me pull that away. And we're going to try and undo this. So there we go. God, yeah. Oh, come on. Oh, damn, that's tight. Right, we'll get it. Right. Let me do that a little bit wider. God, God, he's so tight in there. I wonder whether that's cross-threaded or something. Yeah. It's supposed to go in quite smooth.
How long is the thread on that bloody thing?
Longer than I thought.
Is there a seal there at all?
Yeah, so
Okay.
look, I can pop it down, take out that seal up, and yeah, it's all wet all the way around. So you'd imagine that sort of the edge would be quite dry.
Right.
Now,
What does that mean?
well, it just wasn't sealing. And there's a big ridge there as well. When I put my finger in, I can feel quite a big ridge. So you've got to do it quite tight to squeeze it over that.
Right. I'm after 8 years and all of a sudden it lets go.
Yeah. Well, you can see the indentations. Hang on. Okay, we are going to have to go off and get some bits. Now, see this rubber O-ring? See, you've got indentations here where it's squeezed together. But there's no indentations on the other side. Which means it wasn't sealed up all the way around. Not squeezed up all the way around. Also, when I was cleaning it, yeah, big old split in it. So, I mean, that rubber's perished. It's got water in it, it's perished. So, all I need is a new seal. So I've taken that bit with me. We're going to see if we can get something similar, same size. Get it replaced, but we are going to silicone it up. Put some silicone in there as well. Get that tightened on, that should be job done, hopefully. And then also he's got a tap, and he said, oh, I've got the spare cartridge and everything. It's a mixer tap, basin tap. So we'll get that done when we come back. He said he's got the parts, so yeah, very cool. Right, I need to be quick. Not going to break the speed limit, but I need to be quick because it's getting on now. Yeah, there's our new one. Same thing. Obviously brand new. But you see how it's got the little ridges in there. We want to get that dried out, so he's just going to have to get me an extension lead and we're going to get it dry.
Learn something. Yeah. But by the time I come back the next time, it's changed, you know, there's something else. So.
Look at this. It's died and broken up.
Yeah, as tight as I can get that. Okay. Okay, I can see it.
Yeah.
I've got eyes on. If I can tap that, I can get focused. There we go, we got focus. Alright. Sounds like it's running, doesn't it, to me? No, still dripping. Now that's that joint on the other side. Just check. Yeah, right, get time to turn it off. Yeah, turn it off! Yeah. Right. Still can't really get any turn on that. Now it's been tightened up, that does look alright. Yeah, leave it for a bit.
Yeah, still done it to go.
Yeah. By the time I've cleared up, we'll know. Right, so there's a lot of water names. Let's do that. And we'll get this cartridge done. Ooh. Wait, what? Why is that spraying out there? Fuck right off. There's our little key. It's got a slot, goes in. There's it. You'll find it there. And just put a screwdriver through that hole and break it. So actually, what we could do is just tighten that up. Now, I don't want to over tighten nothing. There we go. Like that. He's just gone down to turn it back on because I'm scared of that stop tap. I am terrified. Because if that bursts and starts leaking, I'll be like, oh well, don't know what happened there. Let him touch it. Yeah, lovely. Cool, cool, cool. Something's still dripping. All we did was we got some lube, super seal. And there was an O-ring at the top, seal that. And then the O-rings at the bottom, seal around them. Not super necessary, but it always helps. Doesn't feel too tight. Nice. Right.
Nice and dry now, eh?
Yeah.
Leave it.
Just keep an eye on that.
I will do. I shan't mess with it.
Keep an eye on it. I mean, it looks brand new.
It is brand new. It's about 6 months old.
6 months old.
Well, because he had to change it all when he put that water softener thing, which doesn't seem to work anyway. Yeah.
Oh, that coil thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, get rid of that. I know the one that you need to put in there. Well, I don't know if you could hear from that conversation if you listened intently enough. Basically, he's only just had that stop tap put in. And I said, it's up to you. I mean, it's too late to get any materials. You can either turn it off outside. You're safe, definitely. No. It's all right. It's okay when it's fully open. I'm like, okay, fair enough. Right, it be on your head. And don't push for someone else's work. At the end of the day, it's someone's only just fit it. They can come back and replace it. It will be under warranty. And so, yeah. Anyway, there you go. Right. If you like this video, don't forget to like it. 100%, you've got to do that. That's fact. That's the law, yeah? If you've watched it to this point, you're hearing my voice right now, you have to like the video. It's the law. And if you want to go one step further, I mean, you're already subscribed to it. I don't have to ask you about that. You can hit join. Joining means it's a 99p per month. You get some extra content. You get access to live streams. You get access to other videos. Also, let me get out of here. It supports the channel, and it means that we don't have to get external support. I don't have to go, oh, use this product, it's so good. It means that I always stay non-partisan. It means that I always stay non-biased. No one is going to pay me for a review. No one is going to pay me to sell you their product. It means that we can avoid that because we're crowdfunding. So there we go. If you hit that join button, it's much appreciated, and you can become a member of the Mega Legends Club, just like these people here. They're all mega legends, you see. They're mega legends, and they get a shout out at the end of every video. So you get that as well, I suppose. I don't know if that's your thing, but there you go. Right, I'm off home. I'm tired. I actually have a lovely big juicy steak to cook, and I've got to do all this editing, so shut up, Sam. You've got less to edit if you shut up now. Right, bye. Oh, code word. What am I having tonight? Juicy steaks. Juicy. Juicy is the code word. Oh, have fun with that one. I think that's an easy one, yeah, to insert into a comment. So the code word today is juicy, baby. You can say about my juicy lips. You can say about my juicy plumbing. You can talk about my juicy peach. Just use that word.